I think the Korean War was a big farce because of the leadership, and we wasted time. We should never have ended up in discussion and some type of arrangement like we did. It shouldn't happen. It should not have happened. It didn't need to happen. When you have a situation and you decided to take over, you could do it. We can do anything if we apply the right tactics and the right decision. That's it. The wrong people are in charge, and we had resulted in loss of life. And I would not let that happen with me. I would say, make a change, and the change would happen. I would be in trouble if I didn't. I didn't have to answer to that person because he lost his life because the change was not made in time. After that, we had change. We had change in the leaders, and we had more better of an operation. That's what I can say. It's a shame that these things happen, but they do happen. And I might say, we don't make a change, and it's necessary, it's going to come back to bite you, and it does.
What other acts of heroism or valor could you share with us today about the Korean War?
I think that the troops really mean to do a good job, and they lose their life. It's a shame. We're going to have a number of those things happen, no matter what. They know that. We know that. We're going to lose so many airplanes. We're going to lose so many troops. But we need to control it and make the loss as minimum as we can.
Is there anything that you remember on your independent missions that changed your life completely?
Yeah, a lot. You better know what you're doing. Target fixation was one big item, where a guy got fixated on a target and didn't pull out in time and crashed. You need to be in shape, eat right, sleep good, work out, don't drink a lot. You be a good troop and be in shape. That's what you got to do. If you don't, you're going to pay. We had that problem with drinking. We tried to control it. It's hard to do. They're away from home, or they get a bad letter, and they take it out on drinking. The main thing is know your business and know your equipment and the airplane, and you'll be all right.
What were some of the major acts of heroism, valor, and life-changing experiences, including the independent missions during your time in the Vietnam War?
Well, in Vietnam War, we had a problem with the support.
What year were you in?
Had the 61 to 65. 61 is when we were called to active duty in the National Guard. Right. I ran across a real bad situation with the wing commander on that. And dealt with weather again. The problem we have with pilots is you got to recognize your weather and treat it accordingly, or you're going to get in trouble. And also have a good working crew, and get that turnaround done, and make sure your airplane's right and right working. The weather problem I ran into was a disaster, was terrible. I had to take over the airplane. I did. Everything went down because the weather was so bad. And I had to take over the airplane and let down in the dark. In the dark, no lights, no nothing, over Super Bay, and land in the Super Bay, and in the weather, in a bad, bad situation. It was life or death, and I made it. Only because I was good. It was dark, and letting down at 500 feet a minute with nothing around you but dark. And I told the co-pilot where the runway would be, and it was, and we landed. But I had to take over that airplane from the wing commander in Clark Field because it was low wind. Everywhere was bad because of monsoon. 2 o'clock in the morning, I had 24 people, Army in the back, had a crew. They would verify that today. That was a bad night. I saved it. Yeah. Anything is going to happen. If you think it's not, it's going to happen in a war, especially in Vietnam. One day I was taking off, and the small arms shot at me, and it hit my airplane. The thing is, the pilot with me, he was headed where I headed. He had the horizontal figured out. When we got to Clark Field, he missed. I'll tell you how he missed. We got to Clark Field. I didn't go back to Da Nang because I knew they would have a second shot. We got to Da Nang and left there. Went to Clark Field, and I told the guys we were stringing out the flight and also the shot. The shot was right on line with my head, but where he made a mistake, the airplane was moving. He didn't do a first shooting. He didn't move. He just pointed and shot and went back that way. He missed me. He went back to the bathroom. He missed me, but he was right on line. Anything can happen. To that day, God was on my side because of the fact of that. Yeah, I saved me. Da Nang was the depot for Agent Orange for all of Vietnam. You people don't know that, and I'm saying this to the audience. It was the most bad place for Agent Orange in the world. The most terrible thing that was disease. I have the paperwork myself, and the scientist that did the report, I have it. It was terrible. And we suffered as troops. We were spraying that stuff, and we shouldn't have been doing it. And a lot of us suffered. I have had what you call a radical prostate 20 years ago when I was given 5 years to live. I went to MD Anderson, and I lived because they knew what to do. I got a radical. A lot of stuff I got cut out because of cancer. It has spread. Agent Orange caused a big loss to our troops, and we still suffer today from that disease. Yeah. Vietnam was a war that shouldn't have happened. It was pretty bad planning. One thing I got to say, as far as a fighter pilot, we were given the job to go after the enemy. We were forbidden to attack supplies coming into the ports that were going to come down after us. Forbidden to knock out a SAM that were knocking out us in the air. We had targets we were told not to hit. Period. And that's very bad. When you're fighting a war, you hit the target, not to be picked. They don't do that to us. Pick what target they're going to hit. All of us, we're the whole thing. We're the whole target, not them. That's how that war was run. Bad. Westmoreland, President Johnson, McNamara, they were the three kingpins that ran that war. It was wrong the way they ran it. Those are the three names. I can say at 92 and feel not bad saying it. And I'm still upset about it today. It's cost a lot of lives. President Johnson, Westmoreland, General, and Secretary McNamara. He had tears in his eyes when he admitted that on TV. I won't forget it after the war, so to speak. That war cost us a lot of lives. A lot. And helicopters and airplanes and everything else. It cost us the war. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
The chaplain's question is, during your time in combat, was there any situation where you felt the compulsion to pray?
Yes, sir. I've had flame metals, fires, control problems. I've been hit. I could name 18 situations where I could have lost my life. Every time I had something happen, I quickly said one thing. Please, God, help me do this one. I'll be a good boy. That's what I said every time. And it worked. It worked. That's it.
During your time in both wars, did you ever feel the urge to want to leave?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No. In fact, I had 22 years. Part of it Air Force, part in the National Guard. I would have stayed longer, but I was doing other things, building buildings, and I didn't get married to life because of the interference from the military. Not at all. I'm a military man. I'm a man of the country. I love it. I love it. I fight for it. I do it again. Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel Williams, we want to thank you. Veterans for America want to thank you for sharing your time with us and bringing us to your fascinating history. Is there anything you'd like to offer as a concluding or summarizing comment to those that are listening to you today?
Yes. I just want to say it's a pleasure to be here. Absolutely. To be able to talk about some of the things and experiences that touch to your heart. Everybody should also think about America, #1 place in the world, and what we have. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we mean well. We have it on record as to be the best place on the planet, and we're going to continue being that way. We just have to be patient and do our job and be a good person. That's all. I believe in God. The thing is, I want to thank everybody involved in this today. I think it's a very good thing to do. I think everybody should be recognized for everything they've done. I think the homeless and the veterans, everybody should be recognized and helped. I think that too. And I think I pray for all the veterans that need help today. And I just, God bless America, it's wonderful.